everyone.
Hey, welcome back. We are doing a really cool thing that you painted. And this is a big painting.
This is a pretty big painting.
Yeah.
And it was a big idea because we talked about this for more than a year and a half.
Yeah, you painted this a long time ago. We've
Yeah.
just kind of been, just getting around to making the video for it. But this was a really cool thing. So the inspiration for this was, in first and second edition D&D, you couldn't be, in order to be a paladin, you had to be human. To be human, you had to be lawful good. You had to have some really, really good ability score rolls. And at some point you said you saw, much later on, you saw somebody painted a half-orc as a paladin.
Yeah, I think it was a magic card, and I think that, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure, I think it was Mark Zug who painted a half-orc paladin. And I went, well, that's cool, because I had never played a half-orc character before, because they were so, outcast and stuff.
Yeah,
it's hard to just kind of work with. The rules have kind of slimmed down a little bit more. Not slimmed down, but widened up a little bit more now. If you want to play a half-orc character, which my cousin, my nephew Mo does.
Yeah.
To everybody else's, disgust. And I thought, well, why not a half-orc samurai?
Yeah.
And I thought that would be really cool.
Yeah, so you painted it.
Yes, I did. So, Ben, please check him out.
This is a big painting, you can see.
Yeah. Took me a whole day and a half to paint him.
Yeah, this might be the longest video you ever sent me of you painting something.
Yeah, because it was over a day and a half. It's more than a day.
Yeah, and he is really cool.
Mm-hmm. So, Ben, I painted him in a suit of armor that would have been popular in probably the early 1400s, maybe even the late 1300s, with the big shoulder armor made out of the small little plates that are laced together with the dense lacing to give him that kind of big, bulky look, which I thought would be really, really cool. Japanese armor changes quite a bit over the period of 1,000 years.
Yeah.
So I thought this would be a very interesting suit. And also, as a half-orc samurai, you could have some special abilities that they could do, and also orc samurai could be monsters that you could fight.
Yeah, that's true. Especially for the Pirates of Tanegashima, we kind of have a little bit of an adventure that we've set in more of an Eastern style, more of a Japanese style setting. Looks like you gave him a nodachi. Is that what that is?
Yeah, the extra long sword.
Yeah, big sword, big dude, big suit of armor.
Yeah.
And so I like this. I like him as this guy kind of looks serious, but he looks like he's probably not evil.
He doesn't look like just a dumb monster that you want to kill. He looks like he's intelligent. You can deal with him.
Yeah.
Maybe you can deal with him.
Yeah.
The jury's out on that.
Yeah, he's gonna be trouble. He's definitely just waiting on the okay to kill you, but
you buy him a whole bottle of sake, he starts warming up to you. Right? Hey, everything's cool.
His daimyo is he's got to listen to that guy at least.
Yes. Yeah.
He's got to listen to the shogun.
Mm-hmm. Or if he's freelancer, then he gets to do what he wants. Who knows?
That's true. That's true.
But you can play him many different ways. And again, it's fun to kind of take fish out of water type of stuff.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons was originally, let's face it, it was a Western fantasy thing.
Sure.
During the end of first edition, at the beginning of second edition, they did introduce Oriental adventures, and to give it an Asian flavor, some Chinese and Japanese and Korean things were in there. And I love, as you can tell, I love Japanese stuff a lot. And so I said to Ben, why don't we do this Orc Samurai? He was kind of thinking the same thing at the same time.
Definitely.
So
he's really cool. I like the face mask with the monster face, like the Oni. And you see stuff where there is a lot of giant stuff in Japanese history.
Oh yeah, quite a bit.
Giant people, and they have the Oni, and they have all that stuff. So there is precedent for large-sized weapon, oversized weapons, and probably armor as well. I imagine.
Yeah, giant war clubs, large, big, huge hammers that you would break a door down with. Of course, naginatas. Some naginatas are 8? I think the one that I have is 8 feet long.
Yeah. That war club that we did the video on, this guy would be pretty brutal if he swung that at you.
Yeah. Yeah, and the warrior monks used a lot of that kind of stuff. Spears, sometimes very, very long spears. So there's this kind of stuff is popular in Japanese warrior culture, and you can incorporate it in your characters and in your game.
Yeah. I had a question for you about the scabbard has like an animal fur on it.
Yes, it's called a tiger tail tachi. So a tachi actually means broadsword. And that was the older style of sword. You it'd be like a sling on the side of your belt. A katana was a different type of sword, which then you stuff through your belt blade up, or cutting edge up. So this is an older style. And sometimes they put an animal tail on the end of it.
I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, it's cool. So I thought, of course, a half Orc Samurai would have to have a tiger tail tachi.
Yeah.
So that
the tachi was more like older style.
It was an older style
so it matches
sword,
the armor.
yeah. And then later on in like the late 1500s, it became more of like a sword that noble people or rich people would have.
Yeah, it's curved. It's more of a cavalry weapon. It's more of a cavalry type weapon.
Yeah,
katanas
are curved in a slightly different way. They are both curved, but
sure, but more pronounced on the tachi.
Yeah, more pronounced on the end of it.
Okay.
On the hilt, towards the hilt. Katanas are usually curved more in the middle.
Okay.
That's just a different style. Huh. And katanas are usually a little thicker, a little meatier, and they're just used in a slightly different way.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah.
And the no dachi is when you really, really, really got to kill everybody in the room.
Except no substitute. Yeah, the room better be big too, because you gotta need a lot of room to swing. This is a Japanese version of a two-handed sword. Just like the Germans and the Italians and the Swiss had big two-handed swords, Japanese had them too.
And now we got a big giant guy who can swing it.
Yes, now we got a big giant guy who can swing it. And maybe you guys, as players, like to swing it as well.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So we'll put some stats up for him on the website, and yeah, there it is, Orc Samurai.
Cool. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye. Okay.
And then we'll be like, well, he needs a face mask.
Of course he does. I need a face mask.
Just do the whole
Go
episode.
out in public.
Do the whole episode in the helmets with the face masks.
We should do that someday. Well, we get people buying our own armors, and we're going to dress up in our armors and
Yeah, that's true.
do all that
If you
stuff.
buy us armor, we'll wear it on the show.
Heck yeah, we're going to wear it on the show. Wear it around. I'll wear it to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear it to work.
Yep. Show up down the street at QFC. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can I have a half a pound of bacon? And I'd make it a pound. And
We said it needed a face mask.
yeah, we are doing a Tyrion Lannister breakfast tomorrow, so we need that bacon. Okay. All right, enough silliness.
We haven't even been drinking that much.
One beer.
Not
One.
even. I'm not even done with it yet.
Well, I'd suck my beer down faster than you do. You should get a little more carried away than Ben does, actually. Yeah. We'll go out. Ben's on his third beer. I'm on my fifth. I'm looking at him like he's some kind of kid. Candy ass, doesn't it? It's just, you've been drinking like, yeah, it's just candy. Where's that from?
No, the problem is not that.
Third season of The Wire?
The problem is not that. The problem is that I do keep up with you, and then I throw up, and my mom yells at you for making me.
That only happened one time. Okay? And that was a long time ago. And you were drinking too fast, and we didn't eat enough.
Yeah, and it was karaoke night.
It was karaoke night. And we had some whiskeys too.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It wasn't just beers.
Yeah, and Liz made those Mai Tais.
It might have been a Mai Tai, or it might have been those Oreo cookies.
Oh, the Oreo cookie shouts.
No, not Oreo, but oatmeal cookies.
Oatmeal cookie shouts. That's what it was.
I'm out on the...
Oh,
Yeah, so that's what happened. It wasn't just the beer. We can handle our beer.
Yeah.
Once we start mixing in the whiskey and the Mai Tais, and then when Angie pops out The oatmeal
The
cookies.
free shots that taste like oatmeal cookies.
We're done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. I think I sang like 10 songs that night.
That was a lot.
I don't
That's
know.
a lot for you.
I'm a bad singer too.
So am I, but it's just so much fun. I'm a horrible singer, but I just have a good time doing it. That's what karaoke's all about.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be bad at it.
Yeah, that's the idea. If you go out there and you're awesome,
If you're
everybody
too good, you should be doing it for a living.
Yeah, you get up there and you're awesome, everybody's like, oh, this guy.
I know. Madonna. Again? Why doesn't he get a record deal? Yeah, some people's kids. Okay, you ready?
Let's do this.
Okay, all right. We're in the mood now.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.